I have I have a topic that I think is very important, and that is I've already heard the local one view from someone here from the Red Crescent Director General that there is an awareness that all the glaciers are melting, which means that the irrevocable change that we have on the whole planet that we share is very acute here, so that you here are the last generation that sees this area as it has been for a long time, and nobody in the future will see it like that again. So that's what we know, and I also know the same for my children, even the ones, my own children. They will live in a world. They're already starting to live in a world that is I don't even know because it's new. It's just I see the end of one world where they have to see the beginning of another one. So that's how I see this, and I think may also be true for this area. So my own project with the Benazir Income Support Program project that I'm supporting is focusing on adolescent girls, and my message or my point would be that's just about the most important group for everything that we older ones can target. It's the adolescent girls, I think, because they are the next generation and they are automatically part of having to survive in a new world and living with the mess that we hand over to them, yeah, and come up with solutions that we can't even dream of because we don't know them yet, yeah. So we are still busy creating awareness, blah blah. Sorry. Whereas we should awareness is the least of our problems, yeah, especially of those youngsters and the parents. So I think this, and the girls, again, everybody knows it, that they need more, yeah, a stronger role in this society, and yet beyond some awareness campaigns, and it's a nice, interesting thing, and yes, not that much, not as much as should be done is being done, which is normal in a big country when you have slow changes, yeah, and traditions and so on. But I think this focus, and with whatever, in this case it's nutrition, but it's really about their empowerment, their real empowerment, so that they know that if anybody can do something about better nutrition, it's them. They are the next generation. They can get the knowledge that their mothers don't have yet now, because they're not now, not in 10 years, but now. And so I think even this project of Benazir Income Support Program, I hope it will get some other supports very, very quick, and I don't know, be part of some movement to kickstart the work with the adolescent girls. And now one last thing, I don't know much about this area, but I do know that the girls have a much stronger role to play here anyway than in other parts of the country. Yeah, there's better literacy rates, schooling rates. I think the women also have some very solid structures here already. So
they're into the business as well.
yes, exactly.
They'll start with small.
No sugar, thank you. So I think that this region, while maybe also working with the Benazir Income Support Program, could actually also take the lead and not be a recipient of some good ideas, but rather say, okay, let's join in here and let's put the full thrust of woman power and girl power into this type of activities when they come from the national program, yeah? So that's what I think. I think my impression is that girls and women in this part have some of the power already that girls and women in other parts of the country still need urgently. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Thanks. Oh, we have to help the poor. That's already, we have given up before we have even started, yeah? Because, I mean, anybody who says we have to help the poor says we. And who are we? The non-poor. And who has the money that the poor need? We. Huh? So, nobody else.
And in our area, so nowadays, but
Force them.
this again we have to re-engineer that system
Yeah.
in the communities.
Yeah, but start
The
with
things that they are just having 30 to 40,000, 50,000 rupees in the city, so they are happy enough. But
We
then
now-
they forget that they have a proper system in their villages. So we have to work on that.
we want to this BISP wants to go into certain schools and make sure that they get teaching about what is good nutrition. At the same time, they get iron and folate tablets after also having been explained, and also to their parents that this is why this is important, and also explaining that popping a pill is not nutrition. That's just popping a pill. Yeah, it is the same stuff that is also in nutrition. So we're going to explain this to them. And then we know that they don't have any access. So we will work with the Chakis that can now, with a mechanism that is not so complicated, fortify the flour with some vitamins and minerals, yeah, that are necessary. So what used to be done only in large scale in the flour from the flour mills, that you mix some of you do supplementation through food fortification, that can be done at the local level with Chakis. Now, if you also think that the Chaki is a shop where somebody earns their living by doing this service, you could also then think, why not get, for example, women's groups to start a Chaki, which has a brand, this is a healthy Chaki, or something like that, yeah? And because we want to avoid that when we go into those schools and we tell the girls what's good nutrition, then there's nothing there when they come out of that school. That one we want to, this is one of the principles of this project, which is only just starting, so it's all in our heads, but today we're going to start. So that we should never start teaching in a school for poor girls where there is nothing when they come out of that school, as you in the sense that you said, because not only can they then not relate this to their lives, but it's actually a disincentive which will disappoint them for the next 20 years. So yeah, if we tell a lie now or make a promise and we don't fulfill it, they will believe every time something like that comes. So that has to be avoided. So that's why local traders, markets, blah blah, all those have to participate in this project to make it work.
Yeah.